Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 warm, healthy recipes that I like to enjoy all throughout the winter time. Throughout this video, I'll be showing you how I make these drink recipes, and I'll also be sharing with you the health benefits of the ingredients so that you can understand a little bit more why these drinks are so healthy for you, especially during winter time. You can make these with or without caffeine. I'm personally caffeine-free, so I'll show you all the ways to make these with no caffeine whatsoever. And if you like caffeine, you can always add in your own coffee or a shot of espresso. So let's get started. The first drink that we'll start with is the vanilla cardamom hot cocoa. And who doesn't love a good hot cocoa this time of year? I make mine with cacao powder, which is the star of the show for many reasons. It's rich in antioxidants such as flavonoids and polyphenols, which help protect the body from damage caused by free radicals. It helps promote the release of endorphins and serotonin in the brain, giving us an extra boost of happiness, which nobody could say no to that. And it's been linked to various cardiovascular benefits like helping to lower blood pressure, improve blood flow, reduce inflammation in the body, and potentially decrease the risk of heart disease. And if that's not enough, cacao powder is nutrient rich, being a good source of essential minerals like magnesium, iron, and potassium. It also has fiber, protein, and healthy fats, and there are some studies that show that the flavonoids in cacao powder can have a positive effect on our cognitive function and memory. Just be sure to get cacao powder and not cocoa powder, which undergoes more processing and usually contains sneaky added sugars. Also be sure to choose raw, organic, minimally processed cacao powder to increase the health benefits. The base of this drink is non-dairy milk. In this case, I used cashew milk, and I'll show you in a bit how I make my own and how easy it is. Next up, spices. Ginger, which is a great detoxifying spice. Nutmeg, which is rich in antioxidants and is anti-inflammatory. Cardamom, one of my favorites, which helps with digestion and is particularly good for the body during the colder months. And cinnamon, which is antiviral and has many other protective properties, including those I mentioned above. I like to keep herbs and spices out where I can see them because it helps me reach for them more and use them more, plus they look pretty and bring an earthy, natural element to my decor. Lastly, I add in a bit of vanilla extract, and this is optional, but I like to steep a tea bag of rooibos tea in my hot cocoa. It gives a smooth, earthy vanilla flavor, and it takes it up a notch. You can swap it out for a shot of espresso or a bit of coffee if you prefer. To start, you're going to heat a small saucepan over medium heat, add in your milk, and your spices. You can buy already ground nutmeg and cardamom. I like to grate my own nutmeg just because it takes only a few more seconds, but it really adds so much more flavor to the drink. The same goes for cardamom, which is easy to crush and again takes that flavor up 10 notches with just a few seconds extra of work. Once all those spices go in, you'll add in a cinnamon stick, your cacao powder, and then the vanilla extract. You're going to whisk to combine and keep it at a low simmer for about 5 minutes, careful not to let it boil. In the meantime, I'll show you how to make a quick and easy batch of coconut whipped cream with only 3 ingredients: a can of chilled coconut milk, a bit of vanilla extract, and a bit of honey. You want to take just the cream at the top of the coconut milk, which is solid. You can leave the liquid behind for a different recipe. It helps if you can chill this from the day before, but if you're in a pinch, you can chill for just a couple hours or just open a can and just take the cream off the top. Add in a teaspoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of honey, and then use a mixer to whip it up until it's creamy. Don't worry too much about getting all the lumps out. Your warm hot cocoa will melt it all anyway, and it will taste delicious no matter what. Once your hot cocoa is done warming, you can turn off the heat and then add in your tea bag, or if you're doing this step, you might want to add espresso or coffee. Steep your tea bag for 5 minutes and then remove it. And now we're ready to pour. Grab your favorite mug and pour all that delicious hot cocoa in it, and then top it with a nice helping of that coconut whipped cream. Add a cinnamon stick to help mix in those toppings. I like to grab a square of dark chocolate and using a regular vegetable peeler, peel some shavings off of it right onto the top of that coconut whipped cream. I love it this way, and so do my kids. This is the perfect drink to have on a cold day. Sip, savor, and enjoy this healthy vanilla cardamom hot cocoa. Next up is my creamy golden milk. First, I'm going to show you how I make a simple batch of cashew milk, which is the base of all of these drinks. It's so easy, it always comes out super fresh and creamy. I like to make mine in the almond cow because it's so easy to use. You literally just fill the basket, press a button, and after just a couple minutes, you're done. It's really that easy. I like to make basic cashew milk with just cashews and dates, with a pinch of salt and a bit of vanilla extract. Step 1 is to add the cashews to the basket of the almond cow. Then I cut a date in half and I add that to the basket as well. Make sure that you remove the pit from the center of the date and then just loosely chop it into halves or quarters and toss that right into the basket of the almond cow. Then you'll fill the pitcher of the almond cow with water, and you'll see that there's a little line inside the pitcher that shows you exactly how much water to fill, minimum or maximum. I like to add, like I said, just a little bit of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt to the pitcher with the water. And then place the top over it, make sure it's secure, plug it in, and then you'll press that green button on top. And now you just watch as the almond cow goes through 3 quick cycles. And as that's going, I wanted to chat for a second about why nut milk is a great healthy alternative to dairy. For starters, it's naturally lactose-free, and lactose is a sugar found in dairy milk that some people have difficulty digesting. This makes nut milk a really good choice for individuals with lactose intolerance or sensitivity, like myself and my son. Nut milk is also low in calories and contains healthy fats. These are the good fats that you want, such as monosaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are beneficial for heart health. And these fats can reduce bad cholesterol levels and lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Nut milk is also rich in antioxidants, which can help protect the body against oxidative stress and inflammation. The reason we love to make our own nut milk is because it's healthier than buying it at the store, and that's because store-bought nut milk often has a lot of added sugars and a lot of preservatives, gums, and thickeners, but look how thick and creamy this nut milk is with absolutely 0 preservatives or thickeners. It's an easy cleanup. You just rinse out the parts, and then you set them down to dry. Now that you have creamy fresh milk, you can store it in your fridge for up to 5 days, and it is so delicious. So now that we have our fresh batch of nut milk, we're going to make our second drink, which is one of my favorites, creamy golden milk. First, let's take a look at the many reasons why golden milk is a great healthy drink. Number 1, it's loaded with anti-inflammatory properties thanks to the turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, and a pinch of pepper, which helps to activate the turmeric, as well as cardamom. The main ingredient in golden milk is turmeric, which contains a compound called curcumin. Curcumin has potent anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce inflammation in the body, and this is important because chronic inflammation is linked to various diseases. Golden milk also boosts the immune system, making it more effective at fighting off infections and diseases, and promotes brain health thanks to the curcumin, which is the active compound in turmeric. And here's my favorite thing. Golden milk helps with sleep and relaxation. It has cinnamon and ginger, which have calming and soothing properties. Drinking a nice warm mug of golden milk before bed can help you relax, improve your sleep quality, and help with insomnia. This is cardamom, which you can buy ground, but again, I like to crush it from the pod, which makes the flavor more bold. So here's how we make a nice warm mug of golden milk. First, you'll add about 1.5 cups of nut milk or other non-dairy milk to a small sauce pot. Then you'll add your spices: turmeric, cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, and a twist of pepper. Whisk all that together. You'll let this simmer for about 5 minutes, careful not to let it boil. And once the 5 minutes is up, you simply pour it into your favorite mug, or you can take an additional step and add it to a frother, which will make it a bit more creamy. You can add a dash of cinnamon to the top as a garnish, or a cinnamon stick. And then just sip and enjoy the deliciously healing benefits of this drink. The last drink I'll be showing you how to make is my favorite of the three, and that's my Blue Moon Latte. It has a beautiful, vibrant color, and it's so enticing to drink. I found this blue butterfly pea flower powder, which is loaded with health benefits and has no caffeine. In fact, this is a great drink to enjoy right before bedtime because it's so mild and relaxing. Butterfly pea flower powder is rich in antioxidants and high in something called anthocyanins, which are an antioxidant, and they're purported to reduce inflammation in the body and protect you from many different chronic diseases. I use the whole butterfly pea flowers for garnish, and they're also really fun to use for baking. To make this drink, you'll begin the same way as the others, which is by bringing the milk to a low simmer and keeping it there for about 5 minutes, careful not to let it boil. While the milk is simmering, you'll want to boil just a small amount of hot water, about 1/4 of a cup. We'll use this to mix with the butterfly pea flower powder. Add the pea powder to your mug and pour in the hot water. Whisk vigorously here so that you get all the little clumps out of it. You can use a matcha whisk if you have one, but a regular whisk will do the trick. Once your milk is nice and warm, you can transfer it to a frother if you'd like some extra froth, or you can just pour it right over the top of that pea powder mixture. And you can serve this right away just as is. Or you can first garnish it with a small sprinkle of the pea powder and butterfly pea flowers if you have those. A star anise will make this look even more fancy if you want to have more fun with this or if you're serving it up for a friend. But no matter what you do, it's delicious, even if just by itself. This is a truly beautiful drink, and it's even better when you know how healthy it can be for you. So take your time to sip this one slow and savor it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all about the recipe or anything I used, feel free to drop me a comment, and definitely subscribe. If you enjoy healthy recipes, healthy home decor, if you like beautiful things that are healthy to bring into your life, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss an episode. Thanks again.